So we're not going to do any gaming today. Um, I I've been trying to learn how to do things in Godot for a while, and this is just an app that I put together for my own purposes. It's pretty silly. it's a its entire point is to download or to allow you to listen to music that doesn't have or podcasts that don't have bed music with bed music. It's really silly, and but like I like to have music in the background of podcasts because sometimes your phone cuts out and you don't know if it's a call or if they're just taking a long pause. Um, so I like this to make sure that at the very least my that pause is on purpose. Um, it's really bad. Like these are all directly referencing the things that they're controlling instead of using something like what they call it, like a variable. And it's in Godot because, well, it's the only thing I have any real familiarity with recently. And if it wasn't Godot, it'd be HTML, and that's probably not suitable for this. So, and yes, I know I have a huge amount of wasted space over here. We're doing direct capture of my monitor, so nothing important is here. Like you could see my GitHub thing. That's about it. And then, ooh, my Gamers Nexus background. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the help file. I think they changed the way the help works because I was looking at this last night and it kind of, yeah, I don't like this. This is not great. Don't like, just let me search. Don't make it change the thing. We're doing this on 4.7 because that's the most recent version, and I think I'm using the Steam version of Godot or the Flatpak version, one of the two. But it stays up to date. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna truck away on this. Apparently, there's an asset store now. What's this about? That's kind of cool. I don't know anything about using any of these, like using mods or bringing in assets and stuff like this. Menu noises. Ooh. Neat. All right, well, we'll get back in here. So like the game is literally find a file, put it in there, find another file, put it in there. And then you just hit play on both and it should play them, right? And I have music playing. We'll stop it when I want to test, but I need to actually download a podcast. So we're gonna download a podcast. Let's go to Patreon. I have a patron for Gersman here. Just download whatever his latest bonus podcast is.
Hello, everyone.
Ah, right, it does that. Save audio as, we'll call it Gersman Podcast. Okay, so that will be that, and then I need something for like a long form bed music. Shit, I might have to pull it off my phone. I have some like I have an Unreal Tournament thing that is the loop from Facing Worlds for like an hour. I don't have any USB-C at my desk. Okay. There we go. Oh. This will do the trick. Oh, you can see that I went to the weed store this weekend. Cool. So there's that. Choose what we do with the phone. Does it not like it? access this notes. There we go. Now I can access my phone, maybe. It did. This is great. It super doesn't want to work the way I want it to. You gotta be this way. Awesome. Now I just look stupid. There we go. That was weird. Is it downloads? Yeah. Boy, I have a whole bunch of crap on my phone, don't I? Is this like 20 minutes of that? No. What is it called? There it is. Oh, it's called Foregone Destruction. My bad. Let's go ahead and put that in wherever it downloaded that other stuff to. Probably right here. Just throw it up here. No? So where did it download the podcast to? Oh, I put it in the folder. Okay, whatever. That will suffice. I'm so dumb. Did we not do this, Linux? Just paste it in the file I want you to put it in. Damn, alright. Now I have each of those 3 times. But, so, let's see. If I go in here and go to load bed music, and we go to downloads. And we pull the bed music. And then we go to podcast. Do the same thing. This works. Hit. Play bed music. Okay. And we hit play podcast.
Hello, everyone. Hi.
Oh god, it's so freaking loud. I need to change that. But it does work.
What are you doing? It's Wednesday. We're here, hanging around.
So you can hear your favorite podcaster talk over your favorite looping music on your phone, because that's the whole point, right? Like, I want to put it on my phone so I can do both of those things. But obviously we need to work on stuff. So what I'm going to add is I'm going to try to add some sliders so that we can change the volume of the thing, so that you don't have to I don't have to hard code that, because right now it's set to bed music has a volume -5 dB and the podcast has volume +5 dB. I'm really bad with audio stuff. I have no idea how bad I'm with audio stuff. Well, I mean, I guess if you watched any of this, you know, like, sometimes my audio just doesn't sound very good. And that's a problem. So we're going to try to fix that. We will change the volume dB stuff. We will have that controlled by a slider. And I think that's kind of what I'm just going to go for this morning. But I have to remember what all those nodes are, because I'm a little out of practice on this stuff. scroll bar? Yeah, that'll work. Dual horizontal scroll bar. Oh, this is a horizontal box. I need it to be in a V box, don't I? This actually needs to be here, and it would need to be underneath all of this. Nope, that's not what we want. Okay. Then this is the volume control. Probably need to put that in an HBox container so I can put a label next to it that says volume control. All right. Let's see. Do I need to minimum value, maximum value? So if we, how do I'm trying. This is one of those things that I messed with that I wasn't really like super sure how it worked. Open documentation. Hey, what's up, documentation? So if I make the minimum value like -10 and the maximum value, we'll call it 20. Then you can turn the podcast way down or way up if you need to. All right, so let's switch back over. It's currently up at step at 0.5. So yeah, that's probably 0, and then this is 20, and this is 10. That might actually need to get scaled up a little bit just to be usable on a phone. And I'm gonna need to change to like this, because this, what is this? This is a 16:9. It needs to at least be 9:16. So we need to change the way the project scene comes out. Display window. What's is it? 720 by 1260? Is that what it is? Is that the resolution for 720? Because it doesn't need to be that high res, right? Like it's just 1280. Okay. It's just gonna be a little podcast app, right? Like it doesn't have to be all flashy or have any cool stuff going on. None of that. Wow, that is a very long, skinny box. It probably doesn't even need to be that. At the very least, I could scale it up. A little bit easier to see. Yeah, can we stretch that? Can we stretch that? Just be like, oh, but all the pieces would have to be individually. Okay. Well, for now, let's just put this there. Actually, turn the grid back on. Where's my grid? I need my grid. Go 3 from the top, 3 big squares, and we'll have a nice big chunk of space between them. See how that looks. Okay. I'll scale everything up after a bit here. I need to hook this thing up though. Visibility. So I don't actually know what I'm doing. The heads up. No idea. I'm winging this with a little bit of, I think I can figure it out, and some figuring it out. The way I had it set up, I have another project where I use these, and the way I had to do it, because I couldn't figure out how to make the little thing grabbable, and then you can adjust it up and down, right? So if I do it now, I don't think it, like, I can move it, but I don't think it changes the value at all. Like, I need to figure out how to make this value, I guess that's actually not really that hard. Let's call it var bed volume. And then var podcast volume. Okay, and then at some point I have to set those values. Set that to a whatever it is, right? Dot, what's this? Value. Okay. Oh, and it has a value changed. Okay. And then we'll just set this to bed. Oh, it doesn't like it. What doesn't it like? Okay. Oh, because it's a null instance, so that means that there's nothing there. No, not found. Relative to node 2D. Valid access value. Would that work? Nope, doesn't like that either. It's very angry about that. Okay. Because that's a float value, right? So we're just going to do this. We're going to not do that. And then that's probably going to freak out again, right? Oh, no, maybe not. Gonna load the bed music. Play the bed music, which it doesn't like because bed volume is 0. So, or the bed volume doesn't have a value at the moment, right? Let's just set it to 5. That's, I think, where I had it set anyway. Or actually, that's probably making it louder, but whatever. Pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out how to do it on 1. Why is it so wide? Okay, that's very loud, so we don't want that. It's very loud. Okay, and so it seems like -5 might be the actual play here, which is what I had it set up before, but yeah, I know I should just have these on a folder that it opens up to, but whatever. Okay. I want to be able to pull the music from anywhere on the system that the app is running. The bed music bar gets so big. We'll say 10. That was weird. But it does put it right in the middle. So we can increase or decrease the volume of it by 10 decibels in either direction. That value is, we'll call it -5. That puts it right there. That's fine, I'm not worried about it. So I would need, do I need to make a script for this, or do I just need to make the signal pop? Probably just need to make the signal pop. So, change the value. And we're doing this in like 2 scripts. We'll change this to bed music. Bed volume equals value. It can't possibly be that easy. I don't think it's gonna work. I super don't think it's gonna work, but we'll find out. We will find out together. It doesn't seem like it's changing yet. Which is fine. Oh, I see. Because because the name is so long, the bar gets stretched way the hell out. Okay. Right? Is that how it was before? Yeah. So once I open this up, put a file on it, it extends the whole box, and I really don't need it to do that. Because then it makes it impossible to turn it up or down. I don't think that's gonna work. You know, I've been here like 4 times and 500 times. Not changing it the way I want it to. No, it's probably because I have a card set up here. I remove that, hit play, it doesn't like it. Okay. So what if I do it in a different order? So if I do bed music, blah, 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 change the volume. Okay. So that's definitely working. So that's good. So maybe I change the order. This right here. Oh, fuck. I have to do all this crap again, don't I? Wait, is all of this in the bed music controls now? Shit. Okay. There we go. All right. Right there. How about that? So there's a load bed music, do this, hit play. Now if I load the bed music, again, I'm fiddling with this. I'm trying to make this work for me. If you want to use it, great. I can make this public at some point, but right now I'm not doing that. Because I need somebody to take it and turn it into $1 bajillion. You can see the code. Knock yourself out. Okay, so you have to set a bed music volume. Nope. So you have to actually change it. Okay, so if I just make this 0. Oh, you know what? Why don't I do... this is 2 variables. That's really dumb. Oh, you know what? Shit. Just throw this in here. Boop, boop. And then on ready, because that's really what I needed to have done, probably, was that. Duh. If I turn it down and we go like here, we can go all the way down here. Oh no, we have to pause it. So I want to do it in real time. So would that actually need to be in function? This function is called every time. So what if I do this? This is how I code. It's really terrible, right? I'm the worst. I'm the worst coder ever. But it's fine. Yeah. Okay. So it pauses it at whatever volume it was at and then brings it back up. However, this is working. That is the biggest part of it is that it is working. It is being functional. Maybe not the most optimally functional, but it is functional, so that's something. Okay. I'd like to do it in real time, which would mean I'd probably have to re-ready it, right? Yeah, because I want that volume to go up or down in real time instead of having to pause and start the thing again. Oh, you know what? Here, let's go ahead. Where's the process? Let's just throw it in here and see what that does. So I go like this, and we can see the printout. Oh, it keeps printing it. It just keeps printing it. But it does show that it's changing, so that's good. Probably don't need to run it 8,000 times. Okay, stop. It just says bad music volume -5 +10 -10. Silly shit. Oh, I like poking computers and making them do things. Like, hey, do the thing I want. As I tap on the glass on my side panel. That thing's dirty. I need to clean it. This project was something I started a while ago. Let's see, what was the creation date on this? If it has one. Oh, that's my sister's whatever. Activity. So I did this on February. I started working on this in February and I picked it back up last night. And it went from, yeah, I have a couple of buttons that kind of sort of do the thing to it'll do the thing. I just have to make it do the thing. We'll make it look less bad or whatever later, but I wonder. I didn't test this yesterday. I don't think. Okay, so that won't pause or play. You have to actually instigate it, and then you can pause and start it. Okay. So I guess I could probably eliminate this button and just have that one change from pause to play, depending on whether or not it's actually currently playing, right? Because the way it is right now is just one big if statement that says, hey, if it's playing, pause it. If it's not playing, unpause it. It's really silly. Just kind of like I figure some shit out and I make some improvement and then I get stuck at another wall is usually what happens. And sometimes it's like this where I did a whole bunch of stuff last night. We were watching the soccer game and then now I'm like, okay, I'm trying to do some little shit and I'm gonna get frustrated and stuck at it for a minute or a couple of days or whatever. Screen player, 2D, 3D. Yeah, I don't... Audio randomizer. That would be kind of fun, I suppose, where it just picks... Like, if you have, like, 5 explosion noises, it can pick one of 3. And I guess this could also be, like, a giant soundboard, right? Like, if I wanted to make a hard... Like, just hard make a soundboard that goes burr, 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 I could do that. Which would be silly, but effective. Okie doke. So that doesn't need to be there anymore. Right? It should still work. I mean, it was commented out, so... Okay. And the default position is -5, right? I know, what I need to do is I just need to, like, sideload it on my phone and see if it works at this point. And if it does, then I can continue to push forward. Because like testing it here is great, but I need to actually make sure it does what I want it to do on my phone. So we're gonna export. Ooh, Project. There we go. Export. Android. What? Oh, am I gonna have to figure out how to do this? Damn, okay. Boop. Oh, I've saved everything, right? Save and restart. I don't know if this is gonna work. I have no idea. Okay, well, I apparently don't have this, don't have the ability to do this right now. What about Linux? Mostly that gives me less problems, but... Well, let's just hit the button. Let's just find out. .0.1. Yeah, we're gonna call this really small, really early version of this. I don't know if that worked. I don't even know where the hell it saved it to. Where did it put it? Put it in the podcast app. Okay. I put it in a folder that really wasn't the folder I wanted it to go in. Because for some reason, my dumbass, when I made the thing, didn't make sure that it was in its own folder. It's actually in a folder with a different game thing that I was working on. Yeah, I'm gonna say it didn't work. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to look up how to do that stuff. Great. Awesome. Build tools. Oh man, is this some command line bullshit? Oh, what do I do with command line bullshit? That makes me sad. Android SDK. Ew. Yeah. I have a Python. Whoa. Alright, I need to figure out how to do all this. If I actually wanted to use this thing on my phone instead of just messing with it. I guess I could download the project onto my phone and run it and see if it works. That would work, I suppose. Fine. Those are all broken. Cool. Cool. So let's save the scene. We'll do a push. I was gonna say added a volume bar. That's all I really did. Download it onto my phone. Oh, I have to update Godot on my phone, don't I? I'm on 461. I need to fix that. Can't see what I'm doing on my phone, but that's fine. I'm just scrolling through shit looking for the things I need to update. There we go. Update. Learn Python. Man, I big ups to the dudes who can use phones for their primary things, like either hooked up to a TV or a monitor or not. Because, like, I could not stand to use my phone for everything. I would lose my mind. Let's see. Projects. Okay. No, we're not going to co-pilot it up. Create issue, new repo, that's not what I want. So, what are we doing, guys? Why can't I look at all of my projects? Or my repos, or whatever. Actually, I think I had to download it off of the GitHub website anyway, because the app, for whatever reason, doesn't seem to allow me to download stuff. No. Download the zip. Yep. Cool. Open. Okay. Let's see if I can add it to my Godot library on here. Import. Ah, what the hell? Okay, good. It worked. Okay, so it technically works. Oh, it's such a tiny window, though. Such a tiny window. It's only letting me look in the folders that it's... Oh, it's not letting me look in the rest of the system. Which is not what I wanted. So if I hit the open up bed music folder, it only lets me look in like the areas where there's actually stuff, and it's so small that I can't, like my fingers are too big and the screen is too small to do what I need to do with it. Cool. So obviously we have found some UI issues, because on a computer it's easy, right? Like, doesn't matter how big this is. But the folder that opens, this thing that opens, it only opens in the like /res whatever. It doesn't look for, like, it only looks in the folder that is this stuff here. And that's not gonna work. Which is not great. So technically works on a desktop or a laptop, but doesn't work elsewhere. I keep running into like these little speed bumps, and I take a turn and then there's another speed bump, and eventually I just get surrounded and I have to figure something out. Okay, well for now, I think I need to make a function that's just update bed volume or something. Update underscore bed music volume. Oh yeah, then it's this and then that, and then down. So we do that, and then it no longer has to do that again. It's, I mean, it seems like I'm doing it twice, is what it seems like is going on here. Yeah, it doesn't update the instance. Wait, when I change it, does it print out a thing? No. Okay, but there's no music playing. There's nothing to play. But it's not being weird about it, which is good, I suppose. Okay, so the second I hit it, it calls it -5. Alright. Okay, well. Do I want it to be in a... Do I want it to have a label that's next to it? That's kind of really the question here. Okay, we can't move. Label for that. The label's gonna have to go like over here, I guess, because it's gonna get thrown off to the side. And then XX, whatever the XX is. She being a big baby raven. Actually, you know what? I probably could put it right there. That would give it a space. I could put the volume number in there. That would work. And then go over to here. Have this label get updated every time it's called. Shit. And again, I know I'm doing this in like the dumbest way, but crap. I would need to do, I think I would need to do this and that, and then it would say volume, colon, space, thing, and then volume. Right? Is that how that would work? No. Oh, it would be text as a string, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Oh, well, I put it up there. Oh, that's the wrong label. Duh. Wow, I'm dumb. That is such the wrong label. All right. But it does work. So that's cool, I suppose. So let's just get rid of that. And pull this label in. We'll call this... Actually, we should probably rename that. Bed volume. Now it's gonna freak out because it's not called that anymore. What are you doing, Marla Pooch? What's going on? You girls are being awfully active. You got like 20 minutes until I need to stop. You got like 20 minutes until I need to stop. Yeah. Do this again. We'll get rid of that and then drop that in there, and hopefully that will work. Okay, well that's good. That's something. We could load the bed music. And we can make it really loud. We're gonna make it really loud. Okay. So that does work. I feel like there's something special about Android where like it only can look in certain areas unless you give it explicit permission to do so. And I know that I don't know that I did that for stuff on my phone. And then I guess the next thing I would want to implement would be like a scroll bar on the podcast. The bed music doesn't really matter, right? Like it's just going to loop. And I don't have it set up to loop, but the song is so long, it's like an hour or something. And yeah, it's a bunch of hassle to set up. But like, come on. This is kind of neat. Let's just move this whole thing over because right now the text is so long it's going to go off the side of the thing, right? Yeah. So like there's no way to even set it to 10 unless you drag it off the screen. Like this is where it starts, right? -5. If we pull it out, it doesn't work either. It would help if it wasn't so long. Oh, sneezies. This is gonna have to get a whole thing. I'm gonna have to do a whole thing here. Oh wow. It'll just let me fan the bar all the way across, huh? I think I had an issue when I was trying to learn how to use scroll bars before. But like it wants to take up the whole space. And I kind of don't really want it to do that. Like I kind of want it to stay at a specific size. Like I would be okay with it staying here. But because this file name is so long, I mean, maybe there's a way to truncate the file names. Probably a way to do that, right? Where you don't show the full file name, you just show the what? I guess instead of the path. No, the path is how it pulls it, right? Because the way that it's set up is it comes here. You hit this, and then it tells you. You give it access to the file. You call whatever it is it pulls this. Sound data is this. And then that path. Actually, I don't know how it works because they're called different things. Which is weird. Huh. Oh, my music ran out. Hopefully I don't get DMC'd or anything for any of this music. Because I think these dudes are all just making shit up as they go. It has a lot of methods. I wonder how you change the volume of something in real time. I mean, I guess it'd be a tween? No, because tweens aren't meant to stick around. Could you use a tween to actively change the value of a noise that is being played? Because I know this isn't what it's used for, right? Like, you could do this in Python and it would probably be fine, since this is essentially Python. Did you get the shark? Did you get Tiger Sharky Pooch? Here's my OJ. Okay. Well, we could do the same thing. At the very least, we could do a similar thing with the podcast volume, yeah. And with that, This is in the top container, yeah. All this. My cast volume, and it gets its own label. Oh no, this is, yeah, there we go. Label. It's a blabel. It's a blabel. Okay, so how did we do this? We did on this. On value changed. We took, what did we take? Oh, the audio stream player. Right. Cast volume equals whatever this is. Dot value. I'll need to make another function about like updating the volume. I mean, it's basically this line, and then update the label text string to do this. All right, that works. That's what we did before. Okay. For some reason that doesn't want to work now. Oh, I didn't actually put it on the... it's somewhere, but it's not where it needs to be. No, it's right there. Oh, I didn't put the function in the slider. That's what it is. I made the function, but I'm not calling it. Boop. Let's see how that works. Woo. Oh god, that's so many. So many numbers. We don't want that. Oh jeez. We're gonna call this, I think I have it set to 10 and minus 10. Right, is that what the other one's set to? Inconsistent. Stepping at 5 with the value of minus 5, okay. So 5, value minus 5. Right. I mean, I guess I could have just copied the settings and that would have been sufficient. Oh, and I need to call it at the beginning of the like on ready or whatever. Right. Boop, boop. Cool. Actually, that value should probably be 0, and then we can update it. Oh, damn. What's the wrong one? So you need to be -5. You need to be... Just make you 0. We can always update it or volume it up later. Now it doesn't want to do it. Now you know one do. So remove the thing. Yay, it seems to be functioning in some way, shape, or form. I should probably put a big pause button for both, just so that, like, you could just hit the pause button and turn all of it off. If somebody comes walking up to you. This is so silly. I mean, it's just how it works, right? Like, that's just how some of this stuff is, where... Yeah, it's gonna be really silly and weird. Make them look similar, at least. Cool. Text. Oh. Ah, okay, well that's not what I wanted. Not the way I wanted it to be anyway. Does it say, could I make... arbitrary? No, we don't want that. That is silly. If true, the label only shows the text that fits inside its bounding rectangle and will clip text horizontally. Did I ever make a thing? Like, it doesn't look like it has the ability to do that unless I can change it so that it shows, like, I don't know, 30 characters or whatever it takes to get to there. Do that, and then this one will also make 3 tall. Be the big squares. Because yeah, I'd like to have a progress bar for like where in the MP3 you are. That would be dependent on how long the MP3 is. Container sizing. There we go. Oh no, 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 no. There we go. Oh, I can add all kinds of silly shit to this. That'll be silly and something. Yeah, I'd just like to be able to set like a character limit of, 20 or something. Because that's, far more than 20 characters. Especially with all the spaces and whatever. I think I changed anything. Put a drop shadow on it. Yay, drop shadows. Let's go. That's silly. Whatever. I just want it to... Song word, file path. No, that's not right. Oh, that's also not right. Okay. So custom maximum would be... what is that? 64, and we go all the way to here, which is 640, so it'd be like 500 and something wide. Oh, I did not need to open LibreOffice for the fucking spreadsheets. I mean, it's 10% off, right? 64, so it'd be 576. That makes it as wide as it needs to be, and it should not expand it out, right? Like if I hit this... This is a dumb way to do it, I'm sure. But it won't make the bar any longer, which is what we want. So we're going to set that on this other one, too. And so now... I load the podcast, which that's a lot easier and not as long. So it is just an issue of the file name being too freaking long. Okay, cool. Well, that's one visual issue fixed. Yay. Progress. I'm sure if anybody sees this and knows that how to do this stuff, they're gonna look at it and be like, wow, this guy is really at this. But like, everybody's bad at stuff until they do it a lot and get better, right? This is me trying to get better at doing stuff, and the stuff I'm trying to do is make a silly little app. So, but we're gonna have to stop because I gotta go to work. So thanks for watching and stuff, I guess.